know about you, but that's a sexy hole. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in just a few mere minutes, the ACIQ Extreme 9000 BTU unit is going to be on the wall. Tyler and Juan are manning this like professionals. Beautiful.
What up? Cool. Hold up. Hold up.
There you go. And the insulation is not that cooperative.
Can you see it? Is it out?
Go slowly. Not all the way out. Slow. Push a little bit.
Huh?
Push a little bit.
You're stuck here. Hold that right there. Got it? There you go.
Alright, cool. What up?
Sometimes a little tricky, sometimes easy as pie. At the end of the day, you'll eventually get it. And she looks so pretty. See a little bit of a spray nine or a damp cloth on the floor, on the wall, and we good. Beautiful. Congratulations, Tyler.
Sure.
Looks tits. That looks beautiful. Wow. They are gonna sleep well tonight and many, many nights to come. All right, only thing left inside is cleaning up. Make sure we vacuum everything up. Put the dog child-proof fence back into place, but it's 11. Look at that. All right, so there's that outdoor connection point. We have our 1/4 inch, our 3/8, our communication wire, and our drain all through that hole to penetrate through the side of the home. We're gonna put some nice line side cover there. Line set. We're gonna put some nice line hide covers right here in white and connect to this beautiful outdoor unit. Now, full disclosure, guys, we have a crack. See? Just keeping it uncut, unedited raw. Sometimes mistakes do happen during shipping, but if it does, just call up your account rep, or if you bought this at a online vendor, reach out to them and they'll send you a new cover. Not a big deal. But if there's any other damage, to the metal, obviously you're going to want to report that as soon as possible.
Not coming up when I type it in. Split. Okay.
All right, as Juan was removing the plastic caps on the line set flare connections, we got some a bit of nitrogen out of there, and if you don't have it there, that could be indication of a leak. So when you remove those caps, you want to have a little prayer to the HVAC gods to pray that you get some nitrogen there. He's also applying right now some Nylog. I'm not a fan of it, but to each his own. He was trained that way. It's not going to hurt the system, but he's going to apply that to the face and the threads. And we have our first 3/8 connection. We want to limit the amount of exposure that those caps are missing from that indoor evaporator lines, because we don't want any of those non-condensables, the moisture, atmosphere, all that humidity get in there, because that's going to increase our time to vacuum down once we have all of our connections in place. for him a little bit. We'll line it up. We'll make it finger tight, and then we'll torque it down with a torque wrench. I'm going to pass him the quarter inch now.
Whenever you run lines?
I don't actually use Nylog. Some manufacturers don't like it,
Okay.
and they'll void a warranty. And
Really?
listen, I'm not worried about warranties on HVAC equipment, but I don't like anything on that face.
Gotcha.
But to each his own. It's made by a great manufacturer, Refrigeration Technologies. They make a lot of other cool products. But one thing I would never do is put one of those purple gaskets they do sell. You see them in like some supply house counters and things like that.
Yeah.
I would not use that. You don't need a gasket there. You have a perfectly machined connection. You have a flare joint. Not necessary. Remember, we're going to get that finger tight. It should go on freely till it's nice and snug. If it's not, you need to like make sure it lines up well in place. All right, well, Juan is using the Yellow Jacket torque wrench, holding back with another crescent wrench to the right pounds. Defer to the factory manual to get the right specifications. All right, folks, we got the line set ran. Now, an interesting technique that Juan is using here, he's using some conduit, insulated wire, sorry, I said conduit, conductor, insulated wire inside the piping as he's cutting the pipe. Interesting. I also noticed that he did the same approach when he bent the line sets up there, and he did that to avoid kinking the line. Really, really nice. Nice workmanship here. So right now he's cutting that 3/8 line to size. We're going to take that flare nut off of the condensing unit. We'll put that flare nut over the piping, and then we'll use a flaring tool to make that perfect flare. Even deburring the pipe. Wow! He must be only doing it for the camera.
Yeah, no, only when the camera's on.
There you go, tapping it to get a little deburred metal out of the inside of the piping. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of deburring piping because when you flare it, you're going to push that out of the way, but to each his own. Like I said, you learn new techniques every day, and our goal here, not only to make the trades great again, but to also learn from one another and get the job done. Sometimes they're stubborn.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what kind of flaring tool he's going to use. All right, got a flaring block.
Yeah, no, we got an electric one in the van, but I like using this one a lot more.
Yeah. The is it the NAVAC NAVAC one or something else?
It's the same brand as this Superstar.
Ah,
Superstar.
okay.
Yeah, and it works pretty good.
Yep. I've been using, I used a flaring block years ago. A couple years ago, I used this thing called Spin, where it goes onto your impact driver, and you use this high-speed moving, tip that flares it. Mm-hmm. The issue with that, it gets very, very hot. So if you're holding onto the pipe, you're going to burn your hands. And then a couple years ago, I bought the NAVAC automatic flaring tool, which, with a few exceptions, makes a perfect flare every single time. But it's another investment.
Yeah.
And the tools, they quickly add up.
That's for sure. Yeah. The only annoying thing about this one is just
Setting it.
Yeah, and then having to two-hand it every time.
Yep.
But most power ones, I can just one-hand it. But I like this one just because I can almost trust myself every time I done it. Feel more
Yeah,
confident
you gotta
doing
make
a
sure you
power
set
tool.
your right depth.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Your hand.
Sure does. So folks, imagine going through all of this setup to flare the tubing and then forgetting the flare nut. We've all done it, ladies and gentlemen. We've all done it many times, not just once or twice. We've all done it many times, and especially when we're thinking about not doing it and not forgetting it is when we forget it.
Did you forget it?
No, it's on there. I'm just... The bosses, look, the bosses are under the canopy.
You guys are preying on my downfall right now.
No, you're good. Don't worry. No pressure here. This is uncut, unedited, raw footage. Good old kings of mini splits. Let's see that flare. Let's see that flare.
Only when it's on camera it starts getting jammed up.
No pressure. Let's see that flare. Yeah, that's a nice flare.
So,
Very nice. You gotta be kidding me. I've never seen a crawl space so low before. Wonder if there are any alligators in there.